Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. I wanted to make this quick video to talk about this quote that just came out from director Patty Jenkins, who of course directed Wonder Woman 1984, and directing the upcoming Star Wars Rogue Squadron that was announced, I believe, at the end of last year, something like that. But anyways, this quote about fake films, which she is calling all streaming films that come out on streaming, in terms of they're being made specifically for streaming services, and she's calling them fake. So I wanted to read this quote, give my 2 cents, and I'm curious to know what you guys feel about this, and if you agree with her or disagree with her, and all your points about that. So let's read her full quote, because I want to read her entire quote, because some of the things that are going out there is not covering the whole entire quote. So here's the entire quote from a panel she did about the future of cinema and the future of filmmaking, I'm guessing. So, aren't you seeing it? All of the films that streaming services are putting out, I'm sorry, they look like fake movies to me. I don't hear about them. I don't read about them. It's not working as a model for establishing legendary greatness. So she's in the mindset, just reading that quote, especially at the end there, about it's not working as a model for establishing legendary greatness. She's thinking about all of the filmmakers that have made their name because of the films they put out in the theaters, and how they made a giant impact in Hollywood, in the film industry, because of the films they made specifically for the cinematic, the theatrical experience. And so she's saying they're all fake films if they're going to streaming. Now, some people might say, well, Wonder Woman 84 went to streaming. That wasn't her decision. Wonder Woman 1984 was made for the theatrical experience. Warner Brothers, I almost said HBO, but Warner Brothers made the decision to put it on HBO Max same day and date as theaters. So that was not on her. But this is her basically saying, I am never going to make a film for streaming. And this pretty much tells me, if she does do Wonder Woman 3, which is a weird tie-in we'll get to in a second about Gal Gadot, is if she does Wonder Woman 3, there is no way in hell she's going to let that go to streaming same day and date. She's going to have that be a theatrical only if she continues to end up directing it. I don't know. We'll see. The story came out after it came out on HBO Max and theaters that she signed on for Wonder Woman 3. We'll see if she does Wonder Woman 3. My assumption is she will, but we'll see. But it's interesting she says this quote about fake films, streaming only exclusive films, because Gal Gadot was co-starring in a film, Red Notice, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Ryan Reynolds for Netflix. Streaming only. Now, Netflix is getting into this kind of model where they're putting films in theaters as well, but they're making these films for streaming, and they're putting some in theaters or having some sort of deals and that kind of stuff, but it's still a Netflix film. It's still a streaming movie film. So she's throwing her Wonder Woman under the bus. It's kind of awkward if she does direct Wonder Woman 3, which I think she is. I think she still will be. But it's going to be awkward because you just threw Gal Gadot under the bus here. You just told her that the movie that she's involved with for Netflix is a fake movie. I feel like she had a bad choice of words here. Like, that's what I feel like. She has a right to her opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say she's wrong. All I'm going to say is, I do not agree with her statement. I do not agree with her opinion. I feel that there are films that I have seen that are streaming only that I feel were pretty good. Would they have been interesting to watch in the theater? Sure. But you got to understand the landscape. I'm trying to find the words. Things have changed, okay? Hollywood, filmmaking, television, all of this has changed over the last number of years. Streaming is where it's going. Not saying the theatrical experience is going to go away at some point or in the near future, but at some point, streaming will take over indefinitely. And I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying that's the reality of it. We'll still have theaters. I think there will still be those films that go to theaters and then eventually will get to streaming and everything, as the model has been for the last number of years. What I'm saying is, more and more people are choosing to stay home and watch content on their streaming services and not go to the theater. But there are certain films they will go out to see, but it's not like all the time they're going to the... That's why a lot of films don't succeed, because they're not getting the revenue, because people are choosing not to go out all the time and see movies. They're choosing to stay home because Netflix has a movie coming out, or Netflix has a series coming out, or Hulu, or Disney Plus, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, or Peacock. There's all this stuff that is just there for us to enjoy. And I feel like Patty Jenkins is saying in general, in terms of her, because she's, doing films. I don't think she's worked on a television show, has she? But her thing is, like, if it's on a streaming service, if it's just for a streaming service, It's fake. I think it's going to cause all the streaming services to not work with her, clearly. And I think also this is going to be basically maybe burning some bridges maybe with potential actors and other potential creatives that maybe could work with her down the road because of these comments. Because if there's certain actors that are really behind streaming services and working for these services and making films, and they see Patty like basically saying your films are fake, they look fake to me, they might not want to work with her. So I feel like she just had a poor choice of words. If this is truly how she feels, that's fine, but this is not good. The responses so far have not been great online. When this quote came out a couple minutes ago, it's not been good. So I'm curious how the response is going to be. My assumption is there's going to be a certain amount of people in the filmmaking industry that will praise her for her comments because they agree, but they just didn't say anything like this. But I feel like there might be some other people that will also not agree with her and actually respond back to her because they feel completely different against what she says. What do you guys think? Do you agree with her comments? Do you disagree with her comments? I'm curious to know what you guys think, because at the end of the day, we have content, theatrical and on streaming, whether it's movies, television, whatever it is. We have a huge variety of content. So I'm curious if you guys think that that you agree with her in some extent or not, or completely agree or completely disagree, whatever. But whatever your thoughts you have, I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Let me know in the comments below. I feel like this was a very interesting choice of words for her, and I don't know. This might not end well, but I mean, at the same time, she's just speaking her mind and being honest, and we all have the right to be honest and respond back. If we agree or disagree, it is what it is, but I was just curious what you guys thought, because I thought this was really interesting. So hope you guys are having a good day. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.